Hey, good afternoon. How's it going? This is Mike over at J&B Insurance and Taxes. Hey, some of y'all have had questions this year about how do some of the rule changes from the big beautiful bill are going to affect you guys this tax season. So I'm going through things very very quick from what we've seen and from what we've studied on our side. Please bear with us. Everything's situational, and everybody's situation is going to be different, right? But here's some very general things. If you have concerns about your payroll, overtime being deducted, or your taxes not being taken from the tips that you earned, those concerns are going to start at the payroll level or the employer of your company. Those deductions that I made in our tax software, those deductions are made in the payroll software. So when you submit your W-2 to us, those deductions should already be factored into the W-2. If you feel like you worked more overtime than what you actually worked, if you feel like you had tips that were taxed and should not have been taxed, that's going to be a payroll question. That's going to be an employer question. Go discuss that with them because we can't correct that on our side. Now here's what we can help you correct. If you got questions whether or not you can deduct your vehicle interest from a car loan, a personal car loan. If you have questions about whether or not you can claim additional taxes because the limits on what you can deduct for taxes has been expanded. Previously, all taxes being deducted from your tax return were capped out at $10K. So let's say you had $15K that you pay every year, you escrow to your mortgage for your home, your personal home. The only thing you could have deducted a couple of years ago was, up until this year was $10K. That was going to max out. And I'm going to explain some more about it. And we're talking about using a Schedule A, we're talking about itemizing, and I'll get to some more in 1 second. That limit's been expanded closer to, I think, to $30K plus. So now you essentially can deduct more of taxes paid out throughout the year, be it property, some cases it could be sales tax, some cases it could be income tax. It depends on which one applies to you. But these things are we talk about itemization. Itemization 9 times out of 10 for most American taxpayers is going to be a team effort. It's going to be a group deal. So when I say that, that means you have multiple categories that you can itemize from on your Schedule A. The most prevalent is going to be your mortgage interest if you're a homeowner and your property tax if you're a homeowner. Then from that foundation and base, you can build out. So now you can look at adding your motor vehicle, your car loan interest. Now you look at any medical expenses that were not reimbursed by insurance. You can do donations to nonprofits, right? To church tithes. Your tithes to your to your alumni association if you decide to go to a foundation, right? Any type of nonprofit, Red Cross, Urban League, United Way. Those examples. Not the only ones, but those are some examples of nonprofits that you can donate to and receive a giving statement at the end of the year. My whole point is all these things have to add up to the very, very least to match the standard deduction. And then from there, they have to surpass the standard deduction for you to move the needle. And your standard deduction is going to vary depending on your filing status. From single to head of household to married, filing separately, married, filing jointly. And I'll list that below in the captions. So you guys have a baseline to kind of make decisions from. So generally, it's great to have additional methods that you can use to itemize your income tax return. We have those in expanded property taxes, expanded taxes that you can claim. You're going to have those and also be able to claim the interest from a car loan, from a personal car loan. These are great things that can help you, but they have to all add up. So by themselves, the car loan interest might only be, let's say it's $4,000, right? That's not going to help you itemize by itself. So the optimal sweet spot would be you have a car loan, you have car loan interest, you have a mortgage with mortgage interest and property taxes you pay out. You have some additional taxes on top of that. Maybe you have some charitable deductions over here, or perhaps some medical or dental expenses that were not reimbursed by insurance. You got a root canal, or your children, it depends on a root canal. Those will help you itemize. So long story short to close, if you don't understand tax changes, we're going to explain them to you. We do a good job recognizing people have things that makes changes, and not just their income, but also their opportunities to take advantage and find more benefits in the tax code. And we'll have these conversations with you in the office, but don't some things gonna be automatically calculated for you, like we discussed, as far as the overtime, as far as the tips. Some things it might take a little bit more brain power on our end, right, to kind of go in and try to figure out if these things apply to you, especially with the car loan interest and with the increased salt tax limitations. So, you got any questions about how these things apply to you? Reach out to us 713-340-7963. That's 713-340-7963. We offer refund advance loans for our clients up to March the 1st. That's maybe they might extend a little bit past that. They have done so for the past couple of years now. We'll keep our eyes on. We'll keep you posted. We pay you up to $100 for every income tax client we refer our way. Give us the name and number, and we'll do the rest. We also have an online form that I'm gonna drop the link for below. Take that link and cut, paste. Give a link to your referrals and have them fill it out and make sure they put your name on it. All right. So how the referral thing works better to us is when we initiate the contact. If you guys don't have time to collect the number, you email from your friend, and you want to just give them a copy of the form, then I'm going to send a link to our form. Do that, and on that form there'll be a space where they can put you down as a referral, so we know that you're a referral partner. We reach out and thank you first of all, no matter whether we sell it or not. We can also make sure you're compensated as a referral and get you some money for helping us out. Thank you very much for watching and listening. Have a great day. I have a little bit of a cold now, pardon me, but we're still working. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Mike. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thank you.